All right, what is up, everybody? I have to be kind of quiet, so I'm in my washroom, fish room right now. I'm going to be doing some water changes, and I got to talk a little quieter. My daughter just went to bed, and my wife is trying to go to sleep, and I'm hoping that the sound of the pump isn't too louder than when I'm talking. We can make this work. But I thought I'd go live. I haven't been live in a while, and figured, while I'm sitting here waiting for water to change, I might as well do something with my time. So I jumped on this and figured we'd just kind of chat. Nothing real special tonight. So I'm gonna get the pump going, and Bay Area Aquatics is in the house. What's going on? I say, hopefully that's not too loud. It's probably louder than I expect it to be. I'm actually, I utilize my fish room, well, my washroom right now for my water changes. This is where my fish tanks are, because I can pump water directly to the drain, and I think everything's gonna be good. So yeah, I figured I'd say, while I'm doing the water changes, I thought I'd go live, kind of hang out with everybody, see who comes in, just enjoy the night. But probably the main thing I'd probably need to address is my last video, the testing and the initial setup of the aquarium co-op auto feeder. Oops, I made a big mistake on that one, and I've been getting roasted by it on the internet. The pins, the actual pins on the auto feeder, I told you those go on the wrong. I told you wrong how you use them. So I was talking about the actual storage area on the side of the feeder and not the actual timer of the feeder. So my mistake, I did make that mistake. I've pinned a comment on that video to show, somebody pointed it out correctly. And then Corey just released his video today, so I'm sure everybody's seen it by now, but yep, oops, made a mistake. But I have to say that feeder is still awesome. I took it off the 55 gallon for now. I'm actually gonna move it over to my where I have my goldfish you don't know about, but you know about. I'm gonna auto feed them, really bulk them out. But I'm excited. I figured just I would take the time and just kind of say what's coming for Wel-Don Aquatics. I got so many things in the works. It's just, I need the time now. I need the time, the money, and it's the two greatest things in life, right? You're always fighting for time and money. But I just went on a shopping spree last night. So me and my wife, we got back from down from southern Utah. NABO, welcome back, man. It's good to see you. I'm glad to see everybody start rolling in the chat. But yeah, we just got back from Moab, southern Utah. My brother got married. And then after we got home, I actually ran out to Salt Lake and picked up 2 new tanks. So I've got every tank that I'm allowed to have for my new setup here. Like, I have everything ready to go. I just need to get my basement done now. So it's the same story of my last house when I kind of started my channel, as I needed to get the basement done before I can move over the tanks down. Aljanko just did my fish room today. Did you set it up, or are you doing water changes? I'm curious to see what you're working on in there. So I'm just doing, for the people rolling in, I'm just doing some late night water changes. I literally, behind the camera, or my tanks, and I have a hose running behind my washer to the drain. So, yep, Aljanko, we're doing the same thing. I'm doing some water changes right now. Thought I'd go live and enjoy it for a little bit. But yeah, like I say, I have every single tank. I have every tank I'm gonna set up. I actually changed out, if you follow me on Instagram, I shared a picture of a Red Sea all-in-one tank. I actually changed that tank out. I sold that tank. I bought a different one that will be my new saltwater tank. I'm very excited for that one, actually. I'm really excited for that one. Hopefully tomorrow, I'm gonna kind of start that series. But I say series, but it's not like I'm gonna be doing anything elaborate. But I guess I'm gonna hopefully work on the water station tomorrow. Hopefully get that filmed for you guys, get that put out. But yeah, I'm excited for what's to come. I have so many plans coming. Sorry, I had to adjust the pump. My Corys were going crazy around it. I have so many plans. I mean, I'm so excited to get the big tank back up, get the Mabu puffer back into his, large tank again, get that going again. He's not as personable as he used to be, and I know it's because he's not in a big tank. You know, the goldfish you still haven't seen. I'm very excited to use that. Started using Fritz because of you. I love it. Are you talking about the water conditioner? Because that's what I've gone over to. I used to use the, what is it, the sodium thiosulfate. I used to mix that up and never had an issue with it, but then I got tired of buying it. So I finally went to the Fritz Complete. It's super cheap, Aquarium Co-op. I like it. I really like the pump head. I mean, that's all those nerdy things. I haven't used, you know, I've used Seachem once, and I hate the smell. The smell was so bad. I couldn't do it. So, I mean, I honestly think any water conditioner will work. I don't know, I like supporting the Aquarium Co-op, and so far I'm really happy. I'm really happy with the Fritz. I mean, I haven't had any issue with it. I have the salt behind me. I've been using in my goldfish tank to just make sure they're treated correctly. Yeah, Brian, yes, the prime smells terrible. I mean, that was disgusting the first time I tried it. I literally gagged. And even my wife came in the room and she like about banned my fish tanks out of the house. It smelled so bad. But NABO having a pump head is huge. I wish they could have those on everything. It's so simple. Like, I hated dosing into caps, but I mean, and maybe, you know, honestly, that's probably why I bought Fritz, was they put a pump head on it. Like, let's be honest here. I'm lazy. I'm very lazy. So I probably bought it with the pump head. But yeah, I mean, we don't have too much. I wasn't expecting too many people in tonight, but I'm curious what everybody's working on. I know Barry Aquatics is working on a new tank tonight. He was sending me some behind the scenes pictures. And it's fun talking to Michael on the outs, you know, kind of not through you two. We chat all the time and we talk all the time, and the kid's working on some stuff. He's got a lot going on. And it sounds like he's doing some plants in his 75 right now, working on that. I mean, that's what I'm so excited. I love the building phase. Oh, Brian, you're going to Aquatic Experience. I was hoping to get out to one of them this year. Didn't work out. I mean, I just moved, getting the house set up. I keep saying it, like, hopefully next year. I really want to go. I really, really want to go. Yeah, 15 minutes away. I'm jealous. I mean, it's gonna take me. Yeah, I mean, everybody. They're all on the East Coast. We don't draw enough attention on the West Coast to get those out here. But what was I saying? Oh yeah, the building. I mean, I have so many ideas in my head of how I'm gonna set up my new fish area, and it's gonna be awesome. I mean, I am so excited for this. I'm not gonna have as many tanks, and I decided after I moved, broke down my last kind of fish room, it wasn't worth it for me. It wasn't worth to have that many tanks, so I'm focusing in on specifics, like actually specifics of what I want the tank to look like, specifics of what fish I want to keep, how the tanks are going to look. So my wife hates it. I mean, Amazon packages are showing up, Aquarium Co-op showing up every week. I mean, I'm already buying supplies. I'm ready to go, ready to do this. And then probably the money I'm spending on fish supplies, I should be spending on 2x4 to frame out my basement to get that going. But I mean, I am like, I have a tank that I'm so excited to do. Like, it's not even the 220 that I'm going to do for the Bamboo Puffer again. It's only a 30-gallon tank, but I am so excited because I have such a unique, it's not even a unique idea, but it's gonna be my third attempt at this, and I think I finally got this down. Like, I'm finally there. It's gonna be awesome. I'm really excited to get my saltwater tank going again. Learned a lot from that one. It's only like a 24, I think it's like a 24-gallon cube, so it's not as big as I had. That was a disaster. So I'm very excited for what I have coming. It's gonna be a lot of fun. Now, Barry Aquatics, you don't need to send me a plant package. I mean, honestly, they're gonna get floated, and I have no lights in here, but I appreciate it, man. I'm glad the plants are doing well for you. I really am. Guys, if you haven't seen Barry Aquatics 75-gallon, it is loaded with plants, and it looks awesome. He bounced an idea off me the other day about a new series he wants to do, and like, really, you need to go check out his channel. He's gonna be doing some awesome, awesome things coming up here. What have we got? NABO, I'm thinking about switching from a 55 to a 75 or finding something custom that has low height. Have you ever seen a decent place to buy a tank? Acrylic online. Earthquakes here. So I've shopped, I have it in my email. What is it? American Acrylics or something. I've shopped around for acrylic tanks. Fortunately, like I have, so 2 of the tanks I'm gonna be setting up in my basement. The new 220 and I have like a 130. They're both acrylic and I found them both local. I got very fortunate to have some shops around me that were, both were previously set up with saltwater, so I have some major work to do on them. But I mean, I paid $500, I think, for my 220 acrylic. That was hood, tank, stand. And that was the cheapest I've ever seen an acrylic tank for that size. So online acrylic, I've shopped around a little bit for online acrylic tanks. I think one's like Fish Tank Direct. I still think that's way expensive than what you can get. If I remember, well, I will put a link in the description of this video once I upload it and it's live, fully live, of the place I found. I want to say it's like American Customs or American Acrylics. It seemed to be reasonable pricing. I mean, way more than glass tanks are going to be, but it seemed to be fairly reasonable that I've even considered ordering a full tank from them. And if I ever get my dream, you know, 10-foot by 4-foot tank, I would go full acrylic. So yeah, I'll put a link up for you. I have it somewhere buried in my email that I purposely saved because I was interested in it. What else do we got? But you're from 55 to a 75. Like, I love 75 gallons. If you really like, okay, you can have only 1 tank under 100 gallons, I would hands down pick a 75. 90 gallon, it's the same thing as a 75. It's only like 2 inches taller. So I love 75s. The 18 front to back, the 4-foot, it's just a perfect size tank to do a lot of things in. I used to have it. That was the main fish tank I had on my channel for a long time. It was a 75 gallon. It was awesome. I mean, right now I'm changing water in my 55, and this is just bare bones holding tank. So I would, yeah, 55 to 75 is a good jump. They're fun. Let's see. Yeah, the Tanks Direct is all right, but I say it's bugging me now because I know I found something that's better, cheaper. But I am very excited to say I finally graduated and I bought a Python system. No longer using my rink-dink connection to connection to connection hose that leaked everywhere. God forbid it took me long enough. Found a guy selling a Python system. It's only like a 20-foot, 25-foot, but he's selling it for 10 bucks. Yeah, snagged that right quick. I bought a Python hook from Aquarium Co-op, so my water change is going to be much, much easier. Very excited about that. And it's like, that's like these nerdy things I get, right? I mean, we're such, like, if you think about it, the way I describe myself to my coworkers is I tell them I keep fish in a box. Like, I literally keep fish in a box, and I love it. Absolutely love it. But yeah, I mean, I need to get going. I'm hoping to film at least 2 videos tomorrow, maybe 3. Barry Aquatics has put one of these out, but like, I finally got microworm cultures, and this thing is like desperately needs to be split. I mean, I desperately need. I mean, I feed out of this twice a day to my my 2 bedded pairs, and I'll take my finger and I'll run it across one side and feed it. And that's how much I keep producing. So these things are going mad, like absolute bonkers. I desperately need to split it. So that's gonna be part of what I'm doing tomorrow. I'm hoping to get my RO system hooked up. So that's gonna be fun. I wanna make a video about that, kind of showing how I do it again, because I found a new way to hook it up. Really excited, it's gonna be super simple. Start that process for my saltwater tank. What else am I doing? And you know, I gotta take care of the house. If anybody's ever bought a house, build a house, you know, moving sucks. And I've got to finish laying my sod tomorrow, so I gotta do that. I gotta get the car oil changed. It's just a bunch of stuff. So I'm almost done draining the 55, then I gotta switch the pump over. So, but I know I just saw a question come up. Yeah, very cool. Like I say, there's a lot of worms. Like I say, it desperately needs to be split. Grace and Aaron, have you decided what you're going to put in the 50 lowboy once it gets fixed? I have. Here's the thing, is I have to make sure they're legal. So it's actually the second lowboy I've owned. If you look back to my community tab, you see I bought a new one a while ago. I was gonna make a frag tank. That's when I was really into like wanting to frag out coral and different things. And then I decided like, nah, I just want to enjoy a nice, just simple saltwater tank. But when I sold the skimmer off of my first saltwater tank to this guy. It was kind of one of those sales of, he's like, hey, I'm interested in it. How much do you want for it? And I was on the fence of selling it. So I threw a price out that was absurdly high. I wasn't trying to like jip him off or anything. He asked, and I gave an honest answer. And he's like, oh, okay, yeah, I'll take it. Oh, and by the way, I have this free 50-gallon lowboy. It leaks, but do you want it? Well, yeah, I'm not gonna pass that up. It's in perfect shape. All I gotta do is tear the silicone out and reseal it. So sorry, you gotta switch the pump over here in a second. I have decided what I'm gonna put into it. And it's gonna be a breeding project, but I say I have to make sure they're legal in my state. I just realized my camera angle is super, super bad. So if it works, it'll be another food source for my puffer. And if it doesn't work, if I can't get them, I have no idea what I'm gonna do with it. Maybe some crazy shrimp tank, but we'll see. That's the tank I'm definitely gonna get in trouble for when I set that up. I'm gonna kind of sneak it down to the basement, and all of a sudden my wife's gonna be like, what is that? Like, oh, I've had it forever. You know, you were there when I got it. And she'll be like, no. And I'll be like, sorry, it's full of water. It's not going anywhere. You know, it's harder to move a tank once it's full. I guess that's the secret. You got to fill a tank up and then you can't move it anywhere. But yeah, I have decided if I can't get the one I want that's not legal, I have other options. So but there's one specific species I really want. I've actually, but if I can't get it, I can get another type of it, but it is not the one I want. So it's gonna be fun. It's gonna be definitely fun. It's not a fish. I'll put it that way. It's not a fish. So you can speculate all you want. You'll probably figure it out, but that's where I'm at. All right, I'm gonna hurry and switch my pump over really quick, so don't go anywhere. I'm literally gonna just swap at tanks, and then we'll keep chatting. All right, that sounds a little louder. But yeah, what did I miss? Anybody have any questions for me? I'll say this is very low-key intermission. Yeah, go get popcorn, everybody. Brian, that's awesome. Any questions for me? And I mean, I'm curious, like, I think like I'm trying to be more active on Instagram, like share pictures out. Like, I always love seeing what other people are doing. And you know, I'm a freaking YouTube junkie. I'm watching other channels all the time, and I don't know about anybody else, but like, I desperately want to go collect in Peru now. It would be awesome. It would be so cool. But I'm just enjoying what I have now. I will say that my club auction's coming up end of the month, and I have decided I'm gonna get rid of my clown loaches and the massive rhino pleco I have. I no longer have the tank that they were originally meant for, and they're just not going to work for what I want to do. So I'm going to move on from those, unfortunately. NABO, have you seen, are you familiar with the CCAM HOBs? I have 2 to 3, was thinking about an experiment and might donate one to someone who could do something with it. I have seen them. It looks like Brian has some of them too, if you want to talk with him more in the comments. I've actually owned one at one point. after having used the Seachem filter and used the AquaClear filter, I would go AquaClear, mainly because I like the media basket in the AquaClear better. I like that I have a kind of a cartridge system, the basket that I can pull the sponges out, I can pull the media out. The AquaClears are just so simple to use. I have a friend that used a 110, or I think it's the Seachem Title 110, I think it is, and absolutely loved it, raged about it. I personally just like the AquaClears better. So I'm curious to see what experiment you're gonna do. I really am curious to see what experiment you're gonna do. I mean, I'm running 3 sponge filters right now on my 55, and I'm doing so many water changes. I have so many fish in there right now. I'm just using the little USB Nano air pump. So I've thought about getting a hang on the back filter to throw on this tank, just to help with the water clarity kind of a thing. But since these aren't any kind of display tanks, I'm not rushing to do it. So I'm very curious to see what experiment you're gonna do. I really am. I don't think they're necessarily a bad filter. I think it was very much of a Me Too product. They put it out, they put some cool features on it, but they're more expensive, at least in my area they are. None of my local fish stores stock them, so I'd have to buy one online. So part of it's I never really have the total opportunity to, so I've always just stuck with AquaClear. But I did own, I think it was the Seachem, is it the Title 75? I think I owned for a while, and was kind of, it got annoying. Like it's weird to say, but it kind of did. It just kind of got annoying, so I went away from it. But I mean, if I had an opportunity, like at my club auction, if one came up for sale for a good price, I'd probably snag it and probably use it, just because I can. Let's see here. Use black silicone to fix all the skimmers. Let's see. I really like the titles. Hate they doesn't work as well as it should. The pumps are pretty awesome. So NABO, I mean, Seachem's a huge company. I mean, we've been chatting in here about water conditioners with them. They're a huge company. I think they make some great products. There's just, we all find what works for us, you know, like we like Fritz. We like Shout. We like original whole milk yogurt. I mean, I'm sorry, I'm literally, that's my wife hates me right now because I have my microworms on top of her dryer, and I'm literally like reaching over grabbing products just to be a dork. So, no, I think Seachem's good. But yeah, what do we got? So Brian says, if you use too much media in the tidal basket or the media starts to get dirty, you need to back the flow off, or else the water comes over the back and bypasses the basket. See, that would be frustrating. I never had that issue when I had mine because I didn't probably use it long enough, but I never ran into major issues like that with the AquaClear. Just never had a full problem with it. But so yeah, guys, I mean, I say if you're coming into the live stream and you saw my last video on the Aquarium Co-op auto feeder, I did make that mistake. I've been roasted for it on the internet. I've made some pretty sly comments back to some people. But yeah, it's one of those things. If I messed up on telling you where you actually place the pins on the timer. So that was my mistake, but hands down, I love that auto feeder. I'm not 100% convinced that I'm gonna spend the money on an Eheim auto feeder to do a comparison on them, because I know I'm never gonna use the Eheim. I'll probably always use the Aquarium Co-op feeder, and it's primarily because of the sticky bottom that I can attach to it. Like, I already know that I'm going to use that feeder on my 130 acrylic tank I'm going to be building out here, just because it's going to fit. NABO, are you going to redo the video? Probably not. And the reason is pretty selfish. It's Aquarium Co-op was kind enough to share that video on his community tab, and I have almost 2,000 views on it now. So it's one of those things that, like, I could redo the video, but it would I'd have to refilm it, re-edit it, re-put it out, and then take that video down. And I've already had some discussions on that video. So if anything, I plan on here in the next maybe week, filming kind of an update video, you know, actually like showcasing the feeder again of now it's been running for so long. Here's what I think about it. Here's how I'm incorporating it with my lids, how I think you can incorporate it. And I'll probably, you know, once again, eat some crow and do that. NABO, I've thought about going back in and I'm sure there's a way to do it. I'm just not super fancy with the technology of actually editing it. I took a minute to look at it quickly at work today, so that's probably what I may do tomorrow too, is just kind of look at it again. So it's not like a you know, devastating mistake, but it was a mistake. I mean, let's be honest, it was probably actually one how to run the timer, but what do? You know, one of those things, I'm human. Make mistakes. If nothing else, like it's made for some great comments on the video. Like it's the thing is, I'm not a big channel, never will be, but I love the hobby. I love what I do. And for whatever reason, 2 videos now, well, a couple of videos, I've like angered people on the internet. I think it's the funniest thing. When I was testing the Ziz filters and now with this feeder, like people just lose their minds that I made a mistake. Like just lose their minds and get savage in the comments. And I have to remember, like I was talking with Barry Aquatics about this, like I have to remember that I can't be savage back. I have to be witty, but I still have to be, you know, family friendly. And I'm not here to cause arguments or pick fights. I'm here to enjoy myself and share my hobby with people and just enjoy it. You know, really, that's really what I seek to do in my channel, is just enjoy. It's not like I'm, you know, I don't want to start arguments. It's no fun. Oh, excuse me. So yeah, I'm done draining the tanks. I think I'm gonna go for a few more minutes here, filling back up. So I have to be kind of quiet because my daughter's in bed, my wife's going to bed, and poor Tucker's out there whining because he wants to come in and hang out with me. But I do appreciate everybody who has come into the stream. I appreciate everybody who honestly has shown me support on the channel. Like I really appreciate the support. You know, the views, the comments. If nothing else, like I am super happy to be back. I am so happy to be back making videos. I'm really looking forward to doing my new builds. So I have one we're actually gonna set up here in the laundry room again. If you have never watched Foo the Flower Horn, so I don't know how you haven't, I'm gonna try something. I'm gonna try a filterless tank. I'm so excited for this. I have everything. I finally have all the supplies for it. Everything I'm gonna do. I just need to paint a stand, kind of build the stand out, and get the tank up. Yeah, I'm so excited for this one. Like I'm geeking out over this one. I'm super excited. So that's one's gonna be a lot of fun. That's gonna be the next one we're gonna do. And then I plan on taking you guys on the full journey again, building out my basement, you know, showing how I'm gonna do it, where I'm gonna put things, get your input. We've got a lot of things coming up. So NABO, after I end the stream, I will find that acrylic manufacturer link for you. I'll leave it in the description below and make a tag if that's something we talked about in the stream. Curious to see if anybody wants to look into it. So thank you everybody for joining me. If there's any final questions or for me, if you want to make, you know, roast me some more or whatever you want to do, I don't know. Same. Honestly, it's like, you know what, I'm changing water. I might as well just jump live and talk to people. NABO, if you want to email me, to weldanaquatics@gmail.com. That's the best email to get me on, or direct message me on Instagram. I'm active on both. You can also find me on Facebook too, if you want to message me there. You know, you can just Trent Weldon. I'm not anything fancy on Facebook, but Instagram, I'm Wel-Don Aquatics. Yeah, I really am curious to see what NABO, email me what your experiment is. I'm curious. I really am. I think experiments are a lot of fun. I was running one on the Ziz filter before I moved. So I hope everyone is having a very pleasant Sunday night. I know for most of people, you're probably heading back to work tomorrow. I fortunately have tomorrow off. Did 11 days straight, went down to a wedding, and I'm back home. Went back to work today, and I have tomorrow off, so I'm tired. And I'm not gonna lie, I'm super excited that Monday afternoon here. Tony, where are you? Monday afternoon, you gotta be other side of the world. Cool. Well, hopefully you're getting off work soon then. I'm gonna go, I may go, you know what I'm gonna do after I do water changes? Australia. Man, there's so many people from Australia. I think Australia would be so cool to go visit. But anyways, I digress. After I fill the tanks back up, I don't know if any of you are Final Fantasy fans, and this is very sacrilegious of me. They released the original Final Fantasy VII on Xbox One, and I am playing it like mad. So excited for that game. I cannot wait for the remaster to come out next year. I bought a PS4 just for that. Very excited for that. But when I saw they released the original Final Fantasy, I mean, that was my childhood jam. Like, you don't understand. Like, me and my best friend, we lived 2 houses apart. Every weekend when that game came out, we would sleep over at his house because he had a PlayStation, I didn't. But we would play Final Fantasy VII for hours. So I'm super excited that's back out. So I am gonna enjoy my new Python water hook. Super excited for that. As I say, like, us fish keepers, we are the biggest nerds. Like, we get excited about water conditioner, we get excited about freaking worms, we get excited about Python hooks. Like, I'm loving life. So thank you everybody for joining me. Yeah, kind of winding down. Like, my last tank drained probably 5 minutes ago. Not gonna lie, I'm just enjoying life at this point. Just enjoying life, talking to everybody. I mean, yeah, not much going on here. But, oh, if you guys are at all interested, the aquarium co-op sponge filters are fantastic. I really like them. I like how coarse they are. I have not cleaned any of mine yet, and they've been running strong. The nano USB air pumps are amazing. What else came today? Oh, I finally opened the Extreme Krill Flake, so I'm gonna curious to see how that goes. You know, test that. I'm a freaking fish food junkie. Anyways, guys, I am starting to ramble, not make sense, not going anywhere specific. So I think I'm gonna call it a night, fill my tanks back up, and go enjoy me some Final Fantasy VII. So thank you everybody for coming in. It was fun. It was fun just to chat with people. It really was. Like, it was just, I thought while I'm sitting here, I'd just go live. So thanks everybody for coming in. I hope everyone's doing well. I really do. If you went to Aquashella, if you're going to Aquatic Experience, I guess, good luck, have fun, enjoy yourself. I'm super jealous. Hopefully next year I'll get out there. And if I do get out there, somebody make my day and come up and be like, "You're Wel-Don Aquatics." Like, yeah, man, you're probably the only person that recognizes me. But that's all right. I don't need that. I really don't. Because let's be honest, I'm going to be so awestruck if I go out there. But anyways, thank you. I'm going to fill some tanks up, and we will talk to you guys in the next one. I should hopefully have another video coming out this week, and we'll find another time to do some live streams. So thank you, everybody. I'm Trent Wel-Don with Wel-Don Aquatics, and we'll see you guys in the next one. Everybody have a good night.